Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be going through the top 5 easiest electives that I have taken at the University of Regina. Before we dive into this, just a quick note is that these electives are likely offered at a variety of schools beyond just the U of R, and the difficulty each course can vary wildly based on professor and content. Another note is that these courses were a big help in filling out the many elective slots you will have to complete throughout your degree, so without further ado, let's get into the list. Starting off this list with a class you have likely taken in high school, and that is the introductory psychology courses. The U of R offers 2 courses at the 100 level for psychology, which are Psych 101 with a focus on social, developmental, and clinical topics, as well as Psych 102 with a focus on biological and cognitive areas. Both these courses are a must-take elective when you're starting out. They are both fairly easy, available in many time slots, and are one of the most interesting electives offered at the U of R. These classes give a quick tour through the highlights of psychology, which keeps the content fresh and diverse enough to foster engagement. I was also fortunate because the professors I took these classes with made the final non-cumulative, which meant only 3 chapters were on it. Additionally, once you wrote a midterm on something, it was never retested, which was really helpful among other heavier courses that tended to revisit older content. An additional benefit is both cover a chapter on research methods, which is nearly identical between courses. What this means is that if you have taken it already, you can use your old notes and skip the lectures pertaining to that content. Next up on the list, we have Anthropology 100, which is the Introduction to Anthropology. This course focuses on human behavior and how it shapes society, language, and human nature as a whole. This is a pretty standard elective that won't put up too much of a fight. It's a pretty light class, with the only real content requirement being the occasional submission of notes, a midterm, and a final. The class was not overwhelming and the content was engaging enough to keep you interested even at 8:30 in the morning. In particular, I found the sections on sports and religion very compelling, and this class was a highlight of my university journey. The next course I'll be talking about is Human Geography, which was one of the biggest surprises I took during my undergraduate degree. I took this course during a spring semester when COVID first started, as I had lost my job and wanted to use the opportunity to continue working on my degree. Human geography looks at the way humans use and understand the world, while also examining the organization of human activity and its interrelationships with the physical environment. This course has another light workload while having interesting enough content to keep you engaged. A major theme of the easier classes is that the content is engaging and the workload is light. This combination makes it a good option for those looking for an easy credit while still wanting to be semi-engaged with the course. This class was composed of a few journal submissions, a midterm, group project, country presentation, and a final exam. The only part I had difficulty with was the group project, as 2/3 of my group decided not to help, which left me and my group mate to do all the work and presentation. Although that won't be the experience for everyone, and if it's just doing your section, the group project is very easy. Sticking with the theme of classes in the arts department, the next easy elective is Sociology 100. This course focuses on basic sociological concepts, debates, and modes of analysis. The course I took had weekly quizzes, a midterm, an essay, which is broken into parts such as proposal, outline, first draft, and the final version, and a take-home final exam. The course does have a mandatory seminar you must attend once a week, but do not let that scare you away. The point of the seminar is to get you up to speed regarding how university works. They cover things such as citing, using academic sources, and how to write an essay. I took this course a few years into my degree, but I still found value out of this, and it would have been very useful if I was a first-year student starting out. You also rate the essay with class time given to you in the seminar, similar to how high school works, which reduces the homework this course has. This is not a difficult course, and to illustrate that point, I took this class with my friend who showed up to 0 lectures, excluding the exams, and only used the slides online. He ended up passing the class with an 80%, despite never reading the textbook or working very hard at all. While I do not recommend doing this course will not be a tough pass. The final course I would like to discuss is Public Relations 100. This course focuses on the foundations of public relations with an emphasis on all areas of communication. This course comes with the added benefit of being fully online and asynchronous. What that means is within reason, you can work through the class content at your own pace. The class had 12 lecture responses, 5 forum posts, and 3 assignments, with the last one replacing the final exam. This is the ultimate backburner course. Most weeks you'll be putting in less than 3 hours work, and that includes watching the posted lecture videos, which are usually quite short. The only part of the class that requires extra effort is the final PowerPoint, which does not have to be presented, as an added bonus for the shy ones among us. I would recommend putting time and effort into this, as it counts for a significant portion of your grade and is essentially the final exam. So that's all I have for today, and I hope that the courses discussed in this video help fill out those electives, while also helping to lighten the heavy course load you may be struggling with. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I wish you the best of luck going forward with your journey to get a degree. Thank you.